Yeah, hi folks. Today I want to compare Donald Trump and his equivalent here in New Zealand, which is sadly Simon Bridges of the National Party. So we'll start with Trump.
Where do you rank yourself in the pantheon of great presidents? There's Lincoln and Washington, there's FDR and Reagan. Do you make the top 10?
I think I'm doing a great job. We have the best economy we've ever had.
So where do you rank yourself?
We're doing really well. We would have been in war with North Korea if, let's say, that administration continued forward. I would give myself, look, I hate to do it, but I will do it. I would give myself an A+. Is that enough?
You got to enjoy that. Trump is just loving this, and you can see a smirk on his face. He's really enjoying himself. He loves his job, and I find this guy to be completely refreshing. I never thought I'd say that, but I'm saying it now. He's a natural, and he's turning out to be more conservative than what I had originally thought. He's been great on the judges, he's been excellent on the economy, and on the foreign stage he's been absolutely superb. He's pulled the European leaders into line. He's targeted the United Nations. He's been great on Israel. He's almost decimated ISIS. He's doing his best in North Korea. I don't know if that'll ever come to pass, but because the North Koreans, I doubt very much will change. Now, he's been great on fake news media, really taken them to task. He's been good with immigration. He still needs his border wall, but he will eventually get that. But what I really like about Trump is he's just straightforward. He's hard-hitting. He's going one direction, and he doesn't apologise. And he's reaching his people. He's reaching, and he's changing the world. Now, I don't think politics will ever be the same again after Trump. So anyway, let's go and have a quick look at Simon Bridges. Now, this video was taken in Hastings, at a meeting in Hastings when Bridges was touring the country. So we'll just play that.
My question is totally different.
Yep.
I want to just move to foreign policy, if you don't mind.
Yep.
And I've written it down.
You sent me an email or something, didn't you?
Alicia, maybe?
Lisa, yep. No,
Alicia?
Yep.
And my question is quite simple. In a future national government led by you,
Yep.
what do you propose to do to ensure that a much more even-handed, balanced and fair foreign policy towards the state of Israel is enacted? Because at the moment the foreign policy is very much tipped in favour of the Palestinians at the expense often of both truth and justice.
Well, you get chopped fish because, again, I've had that question or similar at most meetings. So, there's definitely a view out there about Israel and what's happened. Look, firstly, we got it wrong on that UN resolution. So let's just acknowledge that. It's very simple, really. The Minister for Foreign Affairs should have brought that cabinet. He didn't. And look, as a result of that, cabinet could have made a decision. I think they made a different decision, right? But that's, history. That's like, I am generally pro-Israel. So, I don't just say that to make you feel good and nice, but I am. I think they have a right to their state. They've got long-held territorial right to it over, thousands of years, and that works. The only thing I would say that, and I appreciate what you said balanced, and that's absolutely right. The only thing I would say to you that, you won't like as much, but all of that in my support for Israel in foreign policy terms doesn't mean that Israel gets a free pass to act disproportionately against human rights, right?
Yeah, so he says he's generally pro-Israel, but he's not. He's trying to play both sides of the field here. He is just the same as all of the rest of them. He's the same as Malcolm Turnbull and Scott Morrison and George Bush. He is just in the same mould as them. This guy is a typical political hack. Now, you compare him to Trump, and Trump is just going one direction. This guy is all over the place. He's pandering for votes.
And so I do think, even though they've stood on their rights, you know, the stuff with America recently and the embassy in Jerusalem, they may have been right in a technical sense.
See, he's trying to play to the right and to the left at the same time. It doesn't work. Now, you'll never see Trump doing that.
Right sense, but I do think they're a bit over the top, you know, and I know people disagree and we all sorts of views, you know, you just can't, so they need to act proportionately and so in defence of their rights, and sometimes they don't. So they don't get a free pass, I suppose, is what I'm saying. If you'd asked me any time, I would have said foreign affairs, it's not a bread and butter issue that most New Zealanders worry too.
I think more people think about foreign affairs more and more and more, and it's I'd most certainly think foreign affairs is important.
Much about the things they worry about: the economy going well, their jobs, the environment, health, education. Right.
So you mentioned environment in there. This guy's a little bit of a greenie.
That sort of it. But actually, I think more and more people are worried about foreign affairs. You know, dare I say it, and he's not all bad, by the way. He gets a hard go in the New Zealand press, but it's probably the Trump effect. You know, the world's a bit more unstable. A few weird things going on.
So he's definitely not a Trump guy. Again, he is the same as the rest of them. He's the same as Turnbull and Morrison and George Bush. Now I think, but it's not really so much his policy that I'm interested in. I think what I find difficult about this guy is he's lacking spark. He's got no X factor. He's not a leader. He may have been a reasonable MP, but that's about it. He will never ever take the National Party over the line. If the National Party get over the line, it's not because of this guy. It's simply because of the Labour coalition is just a shambles. Now, I think the National Party really need to look hard and fast at this guy and make a decision. This guy's got to go. He's never ever going to make it. Now, since Bill English left, the party has been void of leadership, and I don't know who the National Party confront, because the days of this kind of politics is over. We're now in the Trump era, and it's a new era of politics, and this is what he's trying to push here is old hat. Now, I don't know who in the National Party can take over the leadership role, but I'd maybe Crusher Collins, but she's doubtful as well. Yes. Now, I actually went to one of these meetings when he came around the country, and when he came to our town, and I asked him a couple of questions. Now, earlier on, he had said he would go into a coalition with the Greens. So I asked him that. I asked him why he had said that, and he came back with, there are a lot of votes out there, a lot of Greenie votes. So he wasn't thinking on principle. He was just thinking on market share, and that's how he thinks, and that's not good enough. And then I asked him about the media bias in New Zealand on television. And media bias in general. And he said, we don't want to become like Putin and start controlling the media, but we don't have any conservative voice in the media in New Zealand. None whatsoever. and he thinks that's okay. Now, we can't control the private companies, but we can control TVNZ. That belongs to us, and they should have balanced representation in TVNZ. We should have at least half conservative voice, and then half left-wing voice, and I'd be happy with that. But right now we just get left wing, left wing, left wing, and this guy here doesn't care. He even said, "Oh, we have some friends in there as well." Yeah, because he is to the left.